The last part to solve on this test, and the last part is solving, and we have 4 problems there. All right, here we go. Follow along. Right, this is that first problem that we have to solve, and this is algebra, and what you want to do is you want to get all like terms together, and we're solving for x, so we have to collect all the sine x's. You have 4 sine x equals 2 sine x plus root 2, so we're going to move this one to the other side, and we're going to do that by subtracting it. This cancels. 4 sine x minus 2 sine x, you have 2 left over. And that equals, you have this left over, so square root of 2. And since we're solving for this, we have to get rid of the 2, so we'll divide it out. And we have that sine x is equal to root 2 over 2. And I think some of you guys misunderstood. The only time you would take is plus or minus is if we had actually taken the square root, like if the sign had been squared. But the sign's not squared, so this says that it's equal only to the positive square root of 2 over 2. So what we do is we go to the table, and I'm going to try to, ooh, blurry, here we go, sine. And we're looking for the times that sine x is equal to the square root of 2 over 2, positive. Here we go, pi over 4. And you check, here's another positive, 3 pi over 4. And you can look, not this one because it's negative, and not that one because it's negative. Okay, so we're only going to keep the 2 positive ones. Alright, the 2 angles where the sine of x was equal to square root of 2 over 2 were these, and that would be the answer. Alright, this is problem 11, and notice that this one is cotangent squared. So yes, at the end, you're going to have plus or minus. But right now, we need to collect like terms. The first thing you have to get rid of is this plus 4, so we'll do minus 4. That's gone, but 7 minus 4 is 3. So 3 cotangent squared x equals 7 minus 4, which is 3. And we're going to divide both sides by 3. Alright, it cancels here. Cotangent squared x equals, what's 3 divided by 3? Well, it's 1. Right? And that's squared, so we have to take the square root of both sides. And we get that the cotangent of x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1. The square root of 1 is 1. So we need to find all the instances where the cotangent of x is equal to either positive 1 or negative 1. So let's go to the table. Cotangent is all the way here at the end. And it's equal to 1 here. So, whoa, this is hard. Positive pi over 4. Let's see, negative 1. 3 pi over 4. Positive 1. 5 pi over 4. Negative 1. 7 pi over 4. Right, so when you report the answer, you would report it like this, and notice all of them have the same denominator. So if you're reporting answers and they have different denominators, you know you've done something wrong. Alright? Alright, so this would be the answer to this one. Alright, this is problem number 12, and we need to collect like terms. You've got 3 cosecant x's equals 2 cosecant x's minus 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over to the other side by subtracting 2 cosecant x. On this side, this cancels, but over here, 3 minus 2 is 1, so you have 1 cosecant x left over. Now, I know some of you guys like to write the 1. I just always leave that 1 as understood, but knock yourself out if you want to put the 1. That's gone, but you still have the negative 1. And since there's nothing to get rid of over here, it's already an understood 1, the cosecant of x is equal to negative 1. So look, over here, you're not going to have plus or minus answers. You're just going to get the one that you got, and you got negative 1. So when you go to the table, you're looking for cosecants. I'm going to try to, here we go, zoom it in. You're looking for cosecant that's equal to negative 1. So we're looking right here, negative 1. Which angle is this? 3 pi over 2. And is there another instance that it equals negative 1? Did I miss it? No, would you look at that? There's only one negative 1 right here, 3 pi over 2. So the answer would be 3 pi over 2, and there's only one answer. Alright, this is the last problem, and once again, look, it's not squared, so in the end, whatever you get, that's the only sign that you use. Alright, let's move this 5 cosine x to this side. That's gone. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 cosine x equals square root of 3. And we're going to get rid of this 2. And we're looking for when cosine x is equal to the square root of 3 over 2. Alright, here we go. Cosine. Clear. There we go. Cosine x equal to positive square root of 3 over 2. Here we go. Pi 6. Anywhere else? Trying not to. Here we go. Square root of 3 over 2. 11 pi over 6. So for this problem, there's only 2 answers, and that would be them. Alright, if you really need to watch the videos again, please make sure that you do so. If you have any questions, come and see me during IF or after school.